Hi everybody, it's me Velvet and I'm back again with another video. This one comes from Ho Math and it's called Guy Pretty Privilege, and that's something I do not have. While I don't see myself as hideous, I cannot, you know, degrade someone and then still pull them to come home with me, that sort of thing. I don't have that. I'm just like a guy. So let's learn about pretty guys.
The amount of stuff you can get away with if you're attractive is literally so insane. And everyone talks about women pretty privilege, but no one ever talks.
Honestly, it's true. Pretty people get away with a lot of stuff. Pretty women, like how semi okay looking women can get away with a lot of stuff. But a pretty guy, a good looking guy, where's that one guy with like blue eyes and he was going to jail for something and women were going crazy over him. Like it's harder to be to get that male pretty privilege.
Talks about guy pretty privilege.
I always appreciate it when women understand the different ways that they treat different types of men.
Yup.
Guy pretty privilege is another word for hypergamy. So, first of all, I'd like to thank her for noticing. And second of all, I have a few stories for you to try to encourage you to maybe move up a few notches if possible.
Okay.
First, listen to how she understands. It's therapeutic.
I think if the unattractive guys tried to do the things that attractive guys did to girls, they would be called out for harassment.
Yeah, exactly. This girl
100%. I dare not do what they do.
from an old video said, "Don't catcall me unless you're attractive." And then she said it was a joke, which means it's kind of
Uh-huh.
true.
But if an attractive
Yeah.
guy did what unattractive guys did, it would be considered cute.
This is where my stories come in. I did some not
I mean, they have do you remember? I don't know if you guys remember. I think it was some dating app, Tinder or something, where they got a fake profile. It was a really good-looking dude, but they had some heinous stuff in his bio. And he told the women, "Look at my bio cuz it's messed up. The cheese pizza." And the women are like, "Oh, okay, I don't care. Even though I have a kid, I don't care. You're hot. You're 6 foot, and you're hot. Like that's some ghoul stuff right there."
not very cute things that went over just fine.
I feel like attractive guys have kind of like a act like an card that they can
Yeah,
use
they
whenever they
do.
want because they have a pretty face. And they
Well,
have
they have that card because they know they have a giant pool to pull from. It's so many women are chasing after them. They don't care if they lose you. They don't care if they fumble it. There's six more behind you. They don't care. You know what I mean? They have abundance to pull from.
unlimited ways on how to hit on women without being a creep.
Yeah, you can say quite a wide range of things and it will be okay, but only as long as she feels like this about you. This is a drawing of me when I was at my most attractive and a relationship that I had during that time where I did nothing and she.
She's a four. Okay. I don't know. I think a lot of guys work like this. I know when I was younger, I was like, oh, hot, 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 attractive, this. But as I got older, like, yeah, your appearance absolutely does come into play, but that's just to get me into like to look at the door, to enter, to look at the window of the store. I don't know if that's the best way to put it, but you know what I mean? Your looks can only get you so far nowadays with me. You need to be a kind person and you need to be just a good person. You know what I mean? A bad attitude, rudeness, combativeness, that sort of thing can take a 10 to a 1 really quick for me. Your looks don't do much personally for me, and I think a lot of guys nowadays too. I've heard it and I agree. A lot of guys will take a nice 6 or a nice 7 over a beautiful horrid 10 or an 8 with terrible personalities. For fun, yeah, but not for serious. You know what I mean? I'm not going to marry someone who's insufferable to be around. And that's usually very pretty women. I hate to admit it, but pretty women know they're pretty and they know they can get away with a lot of stuff. Just like how good looking dudes can just say whatever they want and or be terrible and get away with whatever they want.
Did more than she should have. This is a timeline of that relationship. I
Okay.
had a crush on this girl when
Right.
I was 11, and she pretty much ignored me until after college when I lost.
Oh man. I've been working out every day, so now I have muscles now. And I got complimented. It's not much, but I remember that. Thank you, nice lady at the hospital. Thank you for talking about my muscles. It's nice.
Weight and got in shape. and she sent me a suggestive message on Facebook where
Ooh,
she saw my
saucy.
pictures, and we began a certain kind of relationship.
And you know what? I'm not even gonna be mad at her for this, because like I said, you need someone who you're attracted to. Now, for me, it's a little bit different. For a lot of guys, like I said, a 6 or a 7. Like I said, you're not drop dead gorgeous, but I your personality being around you, that sort of thing, that elevates you up to like a 9 or a 10 if you're just a joy to be around. That's what helps a ton. Like I said, looks cap out after a while and they will fade for especially women. Men kind of get lucky sometimes. You know, it's nice to have a little gray in the beard. It makes you look more distinguished, that sort of thing.
And eventually, she let me know that
Oh, sorry. And like I said, working out, I have muscles now. I'm not fat like how I used to be back in my whole life basically. Well, I was kind of small as a kid, but young as when like middle school, high school, I was a little chunky boy. Now I wasn't like 600 pounds or anything like that, but I felt insecure about my body, and I did wear a sweater every day in the summer, in the winter. That same. I think I still have that sweater put away somewhere. It went from blue to yellow. That's how much I wore it. But where did I go again? Hold
she
on.
had been cheating on a
Oh, yes. Sorry, my brain's not the best nowadays. But I'm not mad at women for wanting a good looking dude. There's you want 6 foot. It's rare. I get it, but like I said, I put time into myself, and I wouldn't want to get with someone who's obese. I don't want that burden on me. I know someone who's with someone obese, and they couldn't make it from the front of the Target to the back of the Target. And we can't when we go to a restaurant, we can't sit in the booth because they can't fit in the booth. That's how big that person is. And I don't want that. Like I said, I put the work in. I want someone else to put the work in too. You don't have to be um perfect. I like a little like little meat on the stomach, a little jiggle. That's cute. So, I believe I get it. I get it when you're looking for looks, but you have to compromise on some things.
different guy with me. And I said, well, that's a bad idea. You should probably either have a boyfriend
Yeah.
or have fun, and you should pick one. And so she did. She got rid of him and said, now we can be together.
Oh wow.
And I said, well, that's not part of the deal. This guy's just gonna be me later. And
Yep. I don't get the guys who are like, yeah, I got your girl. She cheated on you with me. Now we're together. If they cheated once, it's easy to do it again. It's just a matter of time.
she said, "Oh, darn," and continued seeing me anyway. And also, I had no money and she had money, so she paid for everything while I continued to see other girls on the side. That's how much difference this can make. If you can cross this line, you're going to experience quite a big power differential.
Unattractive guys have to be more slow about it. They have to be more nonchalant and sneaky about hitting on a girl.
Sneaky, okay, we used to call that getting to know someone. When
Yep.
you're familiar
I like how it's referred to as sneaky.
with somebody, it becomes easier to create that bond. And maybe you, as an individual, can work your way out of it, but you can't have everyone works their way out of it. Because if they did, and everybody became more attractive, women would just
Yep.
reevaluate this into
Exactly.
another one of these. There would
If we're all tens, they'd find a way to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They'd find a way to make the tens into lower numbers.
be 80% of the guys who made it would be reevaluated into the didn't make it zone. And those guys have no choice. They have to get familiar with women first. Otherwise, they just get completely left out. And that's why the world is looking more and more like this. People don't get to know each other anymore. And if you
Yeah.
try, women will call it sneaky. That's the one thing she said that I didn't like.
They also can't be arrogant and rude, where a lot of attractive guys get away with being rude.
That's me. I used to be rude. I was so
And I can't do that. I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised to be rude. I'm I'm not gonna change myself in that sense. I know I want someone who I can be nice to, who I can treat well. You know what I mean? No simp stuff. I'm saying like she loves me, I love her. She's a ride or die, that type of thing. She has my back, I have her back. But I I I I I don't want to do that. I don't want to be mean to someone. It's not my thing.
so bitter after I found out the difference between how people treat you when you move from here to here that I actually made a game out of what is the rudest thing that I can say to someone who I know already likes me before she doesn't like me anymore, and I never found it. I wrote a few of them down, but I
Wow.
don't feel
Okay.
safe showing you. I played other games too. I once met a girl on the computer. I went
Uh,
to her place 3 times
okay.
without ever telling her my name.
Oh
And
wow.
then on my way out the door, the third time, I said, "Are you gonna ever ask me my name or what?" And she said, "I didn't want to offend you." Like I was gonna say, "Whoa, you're moving a little fast, aren't we?" No, I'm not encouraging any of this behavior. This is degenerate. The only reason I did it is
Yeah.
because I was bitter, because I couldn't be liked without being likable. I didn't want to put in the work to get out of this area. And when I finally did, I still felt like this on the inside. And I said, oh, now it's my turn to do this to someone else. And that's not what we need more
Yeah, it's gonna make you jaded because if you're not that way, eventually it's gonna take its toll on you. Hmm.
of. That kind of stuff just goes back into the dating pool and makes
Yep.
everybody more miserable and harder to deal with.
Now, the difference between an attractive guy and an attractive girl is like so different. An attractive girl sometimes like they don't get guys. They get rejected because people get jealous of them or they're really
I wouldn't say jealousy for me. I would say if a beautiful woman, a 10 out of 10, a 9 or 8, whatever, came up to me and started hitting on me, I'd be like, oh, okay, she's messing with me. Where's the camera? This is a YouTube thing. This is a TikTok thing. She's gonna do a thing and be like, ah, I got you. It's totally gonna be one of those situations. So that's why, like, oh, kiss or slap. I'm always gonna choose the negative version. I'm not gonna do anything to get with you because I know you. I know you're not taking this seriously. At least that's what's going on in my mind.
intimidated or
Keyboard.
they're jealous. And it's just really hard to be an attractive girl. But for an attractive guy, literally, it's like living on the red carpet with silver platters of opportunities handed to you constantly.
Well, not job opportunities. This was
Yeah,
roughly my
not that.
attractive era from here to here, and this was my net worth. And then I
Hmm.
had nothing, and now I have internet money. But yeah, she's
Nice,
not
man.
wrong. This is an easier position in the market than this. It's easier to get what you want. Now, I wish we could get away from this app style of dating
Me
and
too.
back to the classics, but I don't know how we're gonna do that. This might even get worse. At least people are starting to get it. But for now, if you are not working on yourself,
Hmm.
you are potentially giving up a lot of power. Just don't misuse it when you get it, or you'll eventually turn into me, but without the internet money.
The
Uh,
amount of
like I said, I've been working out every day, and now when I flex, it's there. It's wild to see abs. They're not 100% formed, but I see them coming, and I have. He's right. It's really weird. I have been complimented. She was older, but she was real pretty. I'm not gonna lie. She knew what she was doing. Um, it's a very weird feeling to go from how I was my life to I can do stuff, kind of. You know, I'm not drop dead gorgeous, but you can see that I take care of myself. This, you know, I don't. And people are like, oh, he's talking about. Sorry, but he's right. It's weird. I still don't. I feel like, oh, they're lying to me. They're tricking me. That sort of thing. You're effing with me. That sort of thing. But um, yeah, pretty men and pretty women are completely different beasts. Pretty women get like as a pretty dude, you might get on a yacht, you might get flown out by a rich woman, but there's a lot more rich men than rich women willing to do that. And a lot of guys are just like, I don't care. I don't care if she works at McDonald's. I don't care what she does. If I find her attractive and I get along with her, she's with me. I don't care. Even like rich women, they'll tolerate you for a while, but eventually they will get sick of you from what I've seen. Don't quote me on that. I'm just some random cat. But this is Velvet, and thank you so much for Homath. That's a great channel name. I like his little doodles. I like the drawings. That's cool. Maybe I should start drawing some stuff in my videos. Maybe not these ones because these are React videos. Maybe I'll do something else. Maybe I don't know. I'll think about it. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Can you please do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Velvet out.